Right, so Paul, so we've practiced shooting out to 230 yards. You want to explain to me what we're doing at this particular point?
At the moment here now we're at 350 yards, which would be probably as far as you're going to shoot.
Under a lamp.
Under a lamp.
Yeah.
It's really a long distance now. There's no point in saying that we can shoot that far without actually practicing.
Yeah.
So this is a practice session. We're just making sure we can do it and we can do it safely. We're making a wind call and we're making a
range call as well.
A proper range call with a good quality rangefinder.
Yeah.
I hope now to take 3 shots on camera for the first time at this target after making those calls and hit the target fairly clean.
Yeah.
And that's my hopes for this shot now. So, what do you think?
Sure, I'd say it's quite possible now under these conditions. So okay. we'll give it a go.
Rain, so we better hurry up.
We better hurry up. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. I'm going to zoom in on the target now.
Okay.
Second now. Okay, there's the target now. Whenever you're ready, Paul. Hit number 1.
I'm going to bring that in now. I have to get a windage.
Yeah.
But there was no need. That hit exactly where I had it.
Hit again. Three hits. Now.
Okay.
That shows. Now explain your rifle as well. It's a custom build as well.
Well, we'll call it a semi-custom. I've still the original stock. It was a Sacco Varmint 591 originally. Fregal white Ireland custom rifles put on a new barrel for me. It's a True Flight 1 in 10 twist 6mm barrel 243 in this case. I'm firing 95 grain SSTs, and because we're going stalking in a few minutes for goat, and that's the round I'm going to use, so I'm happy with that. I've also tested this with 58 grain VMAX, and I have a different hold, but we've tested it, we're happy with it, and that's where we're at. I have a T8 moderator on the front, True Flight barrel. I have a Zeiss 6-24x56 scope, excellent scope, and I have a small bit of a padding here to keep my chin rest up high so I can get a consistent hold on the scope, and everything is good. Harris bipod and a sling, and you're away for it.
So an excellent setup for foxing.
A perfect setup for foxing and stalking, I think. You know,
yeah.
It's a good mix.
It's a good all-rounder.
Barrel is quite heavy, but I don't mind a bit of weight. But it's a good all-rounder if you don't mind a bit of weight. But you can go with something like Declan has with a light varmint, and that would do everything for you.
Yeah.
I chose a heavier profile because I wanted to be able to shoot. I've taken part in some small competitions
and that. Yeah.
Stuff. That's where I was going. But yeah, happy enough with that setup. It does everything I asked of it.
Cool. That's good.
Okay, Declan, what are we at today?
We're practicing for extreme long ranges in a foxing situation.
Okay, extreme long range for foxing is not different. Is not the same as extreme long range for target shooting. So it's not.
No, not really. I'm thinking extreme long range for a lamping situation, which would be 350 yards. Is what the target's at there now.
Yeah, and that'd be as far as we'd be expecting to reach under a lamping.
Oh, geez,
in safe conditions, in land that we know.
For safe conditions, yeah. 350 yards is a very long distance.
Yeah.
Under a lamp.
Under a lamp, it is. Yeah.
And even same as any shot, you have to be very sure your backstop.
Exactly.
If you can't see what's behind your target, don't fire.
Okay, very good. So what round are you using now?
I'm going to use the 95 grain SSTs because we're going for both shortly, and it's just a good idea to be able to use whatever round you have in your gun and have practice whatever round you're using.
It's the safest thing to do, isn't it?
Oh, it is, yeah.
Yeah. So the target is at now 350 yards. I'm going to zoom in on that now for you, Declan. Do you want to get mounted up behind your gun? I'll tell you when you're ready, okay? Okay, at your leisure. Perfect hit. Yeah, the wind isn't as severe as we first thought. But that's why we practice. Perfect. Perfect. Excellent shot. You happy, so?
Happy, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just back out again. You can tell everyone at home what you're using there.
Like I explained in the other video, originally this rifle was a Tikka Super Varmint 223. First thing I did was change the stock.
It's Eddie Graf stock.
That's Eddie Graf TSC composites, lightweight stock. Added a Karsten cheek piece because I was used to the adjustable cheek piece of the Super Varmint. And then after that, then I added converted the caliber to a 243. That's a Marklin 25-inch 1-in-10 twist light Varmint fluted barrel. Got a Knife Force NXS 8-32 by 56. Some lads would argue that it's not a hunting scope, but we have compared both the Zeiss and the Knife Force side by side in similar light conditions, and the difference in clarity was minimal.
Minimal, yeah. So, do you prefer to dial in wind, or do you hold off for wind mostly?
Mostly hold off, but when I get the chance to dial in the wind is steady. I like to dial in the wind because I like to know that my rifle is actually working according to what the ballistic charts are saying.
Yeah. Okay, well, all in all we did okay, so I think we'll have to go and get ourselves a goat, so.
Yeah, that sounds like
rock on.
me.
Okay.